Roman Reigns and his first family are running things on Raw. Jacob steps up to bat against the tribal chief. Puts him in an old school hold we hadn't seen in a while. Shout out to the great Haku. Over on SmackDown, we don't know what's going on with Cody. He was hyped. He gave his Cody Rhodes promo like he usually does. We don't know who's going to step up to claim that title spot next, but they are getting into the mid-card. You know, the U.S. titles picture's growing. The IC titles picture's growing. We're excited about it. So let's talk about it. It's the Spandex Standups. Joining me this week is my lovely better half, Laura Harrison. How are you doing this evening, this afternoon? I don't know what time is.
Hello, everybody. Happy to be here.
Thanks. I made her watch all the wrestling this week, so she's caught up.
I mean, you do that every week. This is what love and marriage is like, y'all.
How you feeling after Mania and everything? How you feeling things are settling in?
I mean, I am still kind of mad about Mania, about how little wrestling there was. I'm still mad that the CM Punk, Roman Reigns, was that who it was? Yeah. Got more time for their match than all of the women's matches combined. Upset about that still. But otherwise, I think it was good. I think things are shaping out. I think actually this past week has been better than... Like, it rounds out. Like, they had so many hours to, go ahead and start doing some of this storyline that they've started in the past week. I don't know. Not great.
Okay. But getting there? Not great, but getting there, man?
Yeah, getting there, but, I just don't...
You're in limbo, seeing what...
I don't understand the logic sometimes of so much downtime during a major event, and then on Monday, right after it, just completely starting all this new stuff. I don't know.
Don't feel like they ended the past storylines enough to start afresh?
Yeah.
That's fair. Not feeling fulfilled from Mania.
Correct.
That's understandable. Well, before we get into it, let's do some news up top.
Ooh, news.
Ric Flair says he's sorry. Ric Flair apologized to Ludwig Kaiser for whatever that was. It seemed like a one-sided beef to me. We never actually heard anything from Ludwig Kaiser.
This actually makes Charlotte's answer to that podcast question leading up to WrestleMania, where they were like, "Where's your dad?" And she was like, "He's in timeout."
Oh, yeah. We watched the Charlotte Flair episode of No Contest.
Yes.
And she said, they asked about Rick, and she said, he is in timeout right now. So maybe that's what she...
That makes more sense now.
Well, we showed up on RL's show and was wasted and started saying all kinds of things, man, bragging about having the president's number, which I wouldn't brag about that right now, but hey, whatever. SmackDown going back to 2 hours soon.
Does that mean USA has a new show coming out?
Braun Strowman's back.
Oh, we're getting more? Is that why? So is it just going to be 3 hours?
I think that's going to be the usual. When Braun Strowman's season is in, it'll be 2 hours. And then when he goes on hiatus, he'll be back to 3.
I think that's smart.
Of course.
If you get a 3 hour time block, and you only, use
because
it
I
to
love
your
that
advantage.
show.
It is such a good show.
Great show. Everything on the Menu by Braun Strowman. Check it out. And he's a big enough dude that he walks in, and I truly don't think, I think they tell the chefs and the back of house people, but I don't know if they tell the waiter that takes his order.
They definitely don't tell the hostess and the server, because the server's always like,
that one girl was like, "You want what? What's up?"
I'm sorry.
Yeah, all right.
I like when he was like, "I need these 5 tables," and she was like, "Why?" And he's like, "Because I'm ordering one of everything," and she was like,
And he always does it very CSI Miami when he's like, "Everything on the menu," and I just hear, "Wow!"
No, I need him to take off sunglasses.
So that's awesome. We get more Braun Strowman. I think he's great, and this is actually the first time we're seeing his personality.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. Because as I can't seem to stop harping on, if you're not going to actually wrestle during the show, put something better on. And Braun Strowman's Everything on the Menu is better
than just some garbage throwaway matches that are going to be 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Lucha Underground released a teaser. We don't know
oh my
what. It just was a mask with some smoke, and it said "soon?" ? So Is that a new season? Is it a whole new show? Rebranding? We finally getting the past back on an actual streaming service?
Yeah, I think that means something has to be happening because it has been taken off all the streaming services. You can't find it anywhere. We were in the middle of watching it, and we just found it again. Was it even Tubi?
It was Tubi.
No, I thought it was even like a weirder one.
Oh, I thought it was on Tubi because that's how I found all the other wrestling stuff, like Dark Side of the Ring's on there, and the A&E stuff's on there. But it could have been something. No, it was because you had to log in. I don't know.
It was a weird.
We were watching it on something.
We were watching it on one of those weird services, and then it just like in the middle just disappeared. It was whatever who ever put out the Toxic Avengers, because that was the only commercial that played.
Which is funny because El Rey, the network it seems like it was a streaming platform that just bought El Rey's library.
Yes, so someone else seems to have bought it.
Yeah, we'll see.
But
the original owners are back up and running.
I want Lucha Underground back so bad. That's really what, like, I was just casually watching it with Drew for a while, and then I saw that and I was like, oh, I'm in.
That's how I got her into wrestling, y'all. Well, unfortunately, if Lucha does rebrand and come back, there are plenty of post-Mania releases for them to choose from. Happens every year. I know people get upset. I'm upset at a few of the names. I always am. The entire Wyatt Six gone. Kairi Sane, which people are mad about. Aleister Black and Zelina, which just left people scratching their head. Like, if you take over... He took over Karrion Kross's gimmick and then went the way of Karrion Kross. Zoe Stark, which she's still recovering from a knee injury, so that sucks. Apollo Crews, who was very gracious, who's like, hey, man, my time's up. And then a lot of NXT superstars. So any of them that hit home with you?
I think the biggest reason I feel like why people are more shocked, these seem to be bigger names than normal.
Yeah.
Normally it seems to be a bunch of like mid-card and lower people, or like even like
the Motor City Machine Guns made sense, unfortunately, because they didn't really get the time to shine in WWE.
Yeah. I was very surprised by the Wyatt Six. But with Lucha coming back, that kind of makes sense. Aleister and Zelina can just go over to Lucha Underground.
That would be great. They could be the faces of Lucha Underground.
So if that is really what's happening, then I think that that's probably where they'll go. Like, if that is what's happening.
A lot of people that we get to watch started in Lucha.
Yes.
Or didn't start, but made a stop in Lucha. Like, none of them started. They had already been indie darlings. But Io Sky, Chelsea Green, Ray... Jeff Cobb was the Monster Matanza. Ricochet was Puma. A lot of great Lucha, and I think I agree with you. Aleister Black and Zelina would be perfect.
I think they'd be perfect for the aesthetic of Lucha Underground.
Because think what Mil Muertes did.
Yes.
With
I even think if you tweak the Wyatt Six a little bit, it's perfect. It has the perfect aesthetic for Lucha Underground as well.
Well, we just talked about Karrion Kross when he was the White Rabbit.
Yeah.
That was a great storyline, and Wyatt Six would fit perfectly.
Yeah.
With that. You see the Psycho Clowns in AAA, they can book creepy.
Yeah. Oh, what's her name? Kairi Sane. I was pretty shocked by that, but at the same time, it didn't seem like the Asuka, Io, Kairi Sane was going to go anywhere again.
It was going to be a match at Backlash, and Kairi was going to pick a side, and that was going to be the end of it.
It was wild how quickly they edited Kairi out of all of those clips when Asuka cut a promo.
Yeah, quick
I was like, dang.
She did close the door by saying she sent her away because she didn't want another Io Sky.
Gotcha.
Terrible way to end it, but they didn't say it was 100% because of it, but they did say Kairi Sane had mentioned wanting to move back to Japan. So I'm hoping this is a happy thing for her.
Who doesn't get homesick every now and again?
Right. Like,
who are we to judge?
Well, it's just so funny to me. Like every year you wait for Shinsuke's name to be on the list, and because doesn't he want to go back to Japan? Like, dude loves surfing. Yeah. He has adopted to his Florida lifestyle very well, and he is perfectly happy.
He's like, I'll just stay in Florida. Right. Like, y'all can cut me. But
cut me, but I'll chill it. I've made enough money by now.
Stay in Florida.
Yeah. With the cuts, we have some call-ups. So Fatal Influence made their massive debut on SmackDown. They were like the main event of SmackDown that night. They came and challenged the entire SmackDown tag division, or the entire women's division that is represented on SmackDown. They blew up that match, attacked everybody, and then Rhea had a like a open challenge to the back. Jayce Jane, came out to that. So way to really hit the ground running as Fatal Influence.
That was Dom level booing. That was crazy. She was stunned.
She didn't handle it the best.
She did not handle it well.
Like, Jayce Jane, here's your moment. You have been the top women's heel in NXT for years.
You just got to talk through it, girl.
You got to talk to it, or you got to play off of it.
Yeah.
And her playing off of it didn't buy her enough time to adjust. It was brutal, man. It was like watching a comic go up for the first time and not how to handle a heckler.
Yes. Otherwise, I thought the attack was great. I thought that was great, but her actual pushing through the crowd's level of hatred and heat that they were giving her, flopped.
Which was crazy. I get it.
Because
in a way, you made it. In a way, you can't manufacture that type of heat.
Correct.
But you didn't channel it.
You didn't channel it. I loved how quickly, like, I don't even know if it was one of those where they were piping it in again and they didn't tell her and it caught her off guard, but how quiet they got immediately when Rhea would start talking was crazy.
And her two cohorts handled it. They just talked through it.
Yeah.
Just talk, say what you got to say.
Just come out here.
Like, if you're going to acknowledge it, and then move on.
Yeah.
You got to speak.
Yeah.
It's like going to a show. I did this show one time, and it was at a nursing home, and they could not have cared less that we were there. They were mad that they got wheeled in from sitting out on the porch. You know? They're like, it's beautiful outside. Why are we listening to these idiots? And every comic asked them questions. After it failed the first time, they kept going back. And every time they'd be like, so what do y'all do? I'd be like, no! Just do your material.
So what do y'all do for fun?
When they're not when they're not on board with your play, it say what you got to say.
Yep.
Still teasing some heat between Charlotte and Rhea. So I did appreciate that. Had a little backstage segment where they stare each other down. That was nice.
Yeah.
I need that match. I need that trilogy. I think they've done each got a win. I don't know. You know who's 2-0 though?
Very nice. Very evil.
Danhausen moved to 2-0, defeats The Miz. More pyrotechnic curses, more just outlandish stuff. I love that little coffin he rides into the ring with. I love this Kit Wilson Miz duo. I love everything about this storyline.
It's so great. I had never, I didn't know that y'all called him Pepsi, called CM Punk Pepsi Phil. I know he has the big old, but I didn't know that was a nickname for him. And then when Danhausen started calling him Cola Man Punk, I lost it. That was the funniest thing to me.
Danhausen can't miss, man. I mean, minus the debut, but he can't miss now. It's great.
I love this man.
Yeah. He's what I look forward to the most.
And who'd you say was his best friend?
Ethan Page.
Oh, yeah.
Him and Ethan Page are really good friends behind the scenes. It's just so fun. The two, you would never think those characters, know, and that just attributes each of them's character work.
Right.
Because Ethan Page, all ego Ethan Page, but apparently he is the nicest human being.
I mean, he is Canadian.
Hey. Gingerbread Man strikes. Sammy dresses a gingerbread, attacks Trick Williams.
He was boogieing in that costume.
I enjoyed it. And I knew right away. I clocked him right away. I was like, oh, that's Sammy and the gingerbread. I mean, I know they weren't hiding it that well, but I was like, yep, Sammy. And then so every dance move on the way out there just was even better.
He took 2 steps and we were like, oh, that's Sammy.
Oh, that's Sami Zayn.
But that was him getting down in that costume was so funny.
I like Trick Williams. And I don't like him being the bad guy in the scenario. And I think the main thing keeping him the bad guy is Little Yachty.
Oh, yeah.
Little Yachty got to go.
I thought Little Yachty already screwed him over and he would have turned on him already.
They're playing it up. They're dead set on Sammy being the face of this and Trick being the heel. Because Trick, I mean, he cut out the U.S. Open Challenge, and that everyone was mad about that. That was one of our highlights on SmackDown was Carmelo in the U.S. Open Challenge. So Trick said he ain't doing that no more, and Lil Yachty delivered that news. So they're trying to keep him a heel, and keeping Lil Yachty attached to him is going to keep him a heel. I do wish they'd add Carmelo into this. I need at least one triple threat between Trick, Carmelo, and Sammy.
Yeah, where is Carmelo? Okay.
They just hadn't brought him back into a new storyline after losing his title.
But it is kind of hard, going directly back to a story. Does losing your title not finish a story, or can you start it? See, that's where storylines get so confusing to me. Yeah, I love Carmelo and I love to see him fight anyone, but don't like rehashing like the same things over and over again.
That's why I think with Trick being the champion now, you know, Trick and Carmella haven't interacted at all.
Okay.
So I think that would be a nice injection of it. But they might be holding that off because they have history in NXT.
Because didn't Trick win it from Carmelo when he got promoted?
After they were friends in a duo for a while.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Trick kind of came into NXT as Melo's protege.
Yeah, and then... Oh, that's right. I remember this now. And then, like, yeah. Okay.
So I think that's a great payoff for those two. Like, but they can feud forever. You know, they're just both getting started. We'll see. I want more superstars in the mid card. You know, like Raw's doing a really good job with the IC title. You know, with Penta and Javon and Rusev and Ethan. You know, like,
I love that.
They got a lot going on. I wish the U.S. title would pick up more players. There's so many. That's the whole reason they had to let go of Apollo Crews. And you know what's Matt Cardona doing? You know, like there's superstars there that can be fighting for this U.S. title. Like you said, don't rehash stories. Keep it fresh.
Yeah.
He should be bouncing as the mid card title holder. You should be bouncing from feud to feud because people are trying to come for your title.
Yeah. But I do love this new little foursome combo they've got going with Rusev and Ethan and Javon and Penta. I love it. I think it's 4 random dudes together, and I can't get enough of it.
It was fun seeing Rusev and Ethan, like, because, you know, Ethan came in the ring first, and Rusev stared at him. He's like, all right, I'm out. And then he needed his help, and he saved him, and he's like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
So if Ethan Page can be, because that's all Rusev's problem is he can't talk.
Yeah.
He should have had, like, that was the whole appeal of Lana and Rusev.
Yes.
Is Lana talked for him.
Yes.
So if Ethan can do the talking for Rusev and have a beast behind him, that's great. Yes. I love this. And I know no one's really a rookie and a vet here. It's just Ethan Page finally got a call up. Like, he's closer to our age than Javon Evans is. So it's a nice having the new guy with the vet, you know, like putting Rusev and Ethan Page together, because they do say Raw and SmackDown is a whole new beast.
Yeah.
It's a whole different television production than they've ever been a part of. Okay. That's why Royce Keys, even though he was on TV all the time for AEW, asked to start on like main event and like non-televised matches to get like what camera do I look at? Which way do I come into the ring? Like there's the little things that they just don't care about, and which is fine. That's a different style. That's a different company. They focus on different things in AEW.
Right.
But you have to learn that different process in WWE.
Gotcha. So it's more like where are my marks, like learning my marks and stuff.
How long can I take walking out?
Yeah.
Like, because WWE has everything down. That's why AEW runs over all the time on TNT and TBS. WWE has the seconds, you know, like,
oh, yeah.
And that's why things get cut. If you miss your time, you just screwed over somebody in the back.
Yeah. So, no, that's very interesting. Especially, yeah, because those. Can we cut down some of the walkouts, y'all? Like, let's take 3 minutes off. There's the commercial
breaks right there. You know?
Oh my God. Yeah, like, give that to like the people in the arena. I don't need to see Cody Rhodes or Randy Orton take 7 minutes to walk out to the ring and then just stand there for another 7 minutes while people just chant and clap. Like,
I swear Randy's is getting slower. I swear he's taking more time.
I mean, can he walk?
He's got more weight on that frame. It takes a little bit.
He does have some weight on that frame.
Well, we had Samoan mayhem. All the Usos in the ring.
You get a Samoan. You get a Samoan. Everybody gets a Samoan.
Because we had, you know, obviously the Usos are tied up with Roman Reigns against Jacob. So Jacob came out to the ring. The Usos came out to talk to him. Then Solo brings all his Usos out there. You know, all his Tongas. So many family members. And then Tala Tonga wasn't even there. He's hurt right now. So he's dealing with an injury.
All the Tongas and Mateo.
There's probably more Samoans on the way. Yeah, poor JC Mateo. Just a Hawaiian dude being like...
It's just so funny.
So we got Zilla Fatu waiting in the ring, in the wings. There's other Samoans that
Is that
could
Jacob's
pop up.
Younger brother?
Mm-hmm. It's Umaga's kid. No, it's a different.
No.
Yeah,
okay. So
different papa.
We're all just still in cousin.
We're still in
family.
cousin land.
Okay.
I was like, wait a minute, Fatu.
So I was like, I don't know, because you know, I don't know all the. I try to keep it straight, but.
And then on Raw, to open Raw, you know, they said that the Usos and Roman are the first family now. Mm-hmm. So that's a new. So we got my family tree, the first family, and then Jacob was like, I don't need nobody.
Yeah, Jacob's like, screw all y'all.
So I'm excited to see it. I'm sitting there like, how in the world can they make all these Samoans interesting? And they're doing all right.
Are we just going to put them all on SmackDown and just call it Samoan?
Well, they finally switched them up, like they got Solo on SmackDown, they got Roman on Raw now.
Got all Samoans all the time.
And Roman on Raw is
now.
paying off. We had the 4th highest viewership on Raw this past week. It was a great show.
I know I need to get over it, but I'm not getting over it.
What?
Roman's 7-year reign. I'm not getting over it. I'm still mad
He
about
ain't
it.
gonna have another 7-year reign.
No, I'm just mad about it still.
That's fair. Does look like Toma Tonga's looking to jump ship. Him and Solo are butting heads.
Yeah, they've been, because he's the one who took the
He's like,
lamp.
we don't need this lantern.
We don't need this lantern. And then he keeps being like, what are we doing here? This is stupid.
So that's
yeah.
a nice little feud.
Yeah.
Seeing how they'd split each other up, because Toma Tonga was a big name in Japan, so we'll see how that goes. Then again, so was Carl Anderson, and they never gave him anything, so we'll see.
Leather
We shall
pants.
see. Jacob cleared house. The Usos came down to help Jacob against My Family Tree, and Jacob's like, I don't need you.
Don't need
He
you.
took people out. And the Usos, I liked how they ended SmackDown with that. And then started Raw with the promo where the Usos are like, he's legit, man.
Yeah.
He just took out all of Solo's people.
He was like, we went to go help them, and they were already dead.
So great opening promo. Jay's still unhinged. Jay was like, there's got to be consequences for him stepping up in the first place. So I like that aspect about it. Jay's just a loose cannon over there. Like Jimmy having to warn people like, Jay out there.
Jay be crazy.
I like how Jimmy's the calm, cool, and collected one, and Jay's just like, what? What did he say? Like, he didn't say nothing, Oos.
I heard him.
That's 90s wrestling from the Tonga's papa. So he used to, the Ming used to grab them right there and they couldn't do anything. So that's crazy that they're bringing that back.
Bringing back the old school moves.
I love it, man. I want to see some, if we're going to have 20 Samoans, I want some old school Samoans in the mix too. I want to see the storyline.
Who's doing the butt in the face?
Yeah. Please no one get the butt in the face. Rikishi don't need to be in a ring. That man is big.
No, I'm
That is
saying
a
who's
big
going to
out of
take
shape.
over Rikishi's butt in the face?
Hopefully nobody. Stink face should stay retired. And it's not even Rikishi that killed it. Vince McMahon started having people kiss his ass, and that was like literally like, no thank you.
I keep thinking he's dead.
Right? He's dead to us.
Like, he's just been so, outside of that car incident recently, he really has, stayed out of the news, out of the...
I guess he's fresh in my brain because I just watched the Hulk Hogan documentary, and he's pretty rampant in there, which, by the way, watched this Shawn Michaels one on Peacock and the Hogan one on Netflix, and both great. As much as I dislike the man behind Hulk Hogan, he raised wrestling. Wrestling, like Triple H made a very good point. He's like, wrestling could have gone the way of roller derby.
Yeah.
But Hogan was larger than life in the 80s and early 90s. And he set the base, and it is what it is. You can hate the guy, which I do, for other things that were said. And him just never really truly seeming like he was sorry.
Right.
Like, I'm all for second chances.
It was more
He
like,
never truly seemed like he was sorry.
I'm sorry I got caught.
Right.
Not I'm sorry that I actually did these things.
I'm sorry I couldn't shut up.
Yeah.
It really read that I'm sorry what I said hurt your feelings.
I'm sorry you were offended.
Yeah. So I don't know.
But I still meant it.
The Shawn Michaels one is spectacular. Shawn Michaels is laying the blueprint for what retired wrestlers should be. I'm so tired of these bitter, because that's the unfortunate thing of the Hulk Hogan ones. He came across as just being, and I saw it with my grandma, just being mad you're old.
Yeah.
And it was tough to watch there sometimes. And then, of course, one episode's just a big old Trump rally. And it's just not, I fast forward through the whole thing. I couldn't stand it. But the Shawn Michaels one, A+.
That was really, really good.
And it really shows how thankful and grateful he is.
Yeah,
And just seems like a good person to be around.
He does seem like fun, and he seems like he's a really great mentor. And he talks to the kids in terms that they understand. He seems, and they're keeping him hip. They make him do TikToks. They make this 60-year-old man do TikToks with them to keep him hip and in the group and fun. And
he's for it because he's all for it. He was the first one to make Vince McMahon realize you got to be real.
Yeah.
He's the one that he's like, stop giving us clowns and garbage worker people need to be edgy, you know? So, like, DX changed the game.
We don't all need jobs.
Right. So he gets it. You got to change with it. He's not one of these old, like, I don't like the flipping.
Yeah, it's like times change. Like, what people want to see in the ring changes. You have to grow with it. And I think he's done a really good job. And he seems very, like, I don't know if repentant is the right word, but, like, humble and, like,
he's one of the
appreciative that Triple H gave him another chance. Like,
he's one of the few people that I've seen religion work for. Like, religion turned him into a good person.
Yeah.
I love that. Obafemi announces the Oba Open Challenge. I don't know why anyone would walk through that curtain and volunteer to fight that man.
I think that's why it's so funny. I think he'll actually have to, like, go into the back and pull people out, and I think that would be even funnier. Like,
or people, like, pushing their friends through. Like, you're up.
Be like people just pushing each other through because, like, like, I know Trick said he's not going to do it.
Well, he threw the shade to him. You know, like, I love it.
But it makes more, like, it kind of makes more sense because, like, Oba, if this was, like, real world, everything's real, Oba's not going to lose. Trick has a chance to be beat, like, in these matches. Oba is a giant who will squash everybody.
Yeah, it's almost taking it back to, it's almost like a nod to wrestling's Carney days.
Yes.
Where it's like, step up to defeat me.
Yeah. It really, really is. And, like, or, like, yeah, the sledgehammer thing, like, any of those, like, parlor tricks and stuff that get you in. And, yeah, I'm ready to see some dudes get squashed.
It's going to be funny to see the guys in the back being, like, typing themselves up, like, this is the only way. All right.
Yeah, I hope it leads to some really good backstage segments in that way of, like, picking short straws, like, it's your turn to
factions,
face.
You know, be like, this is your trial by fire.
Yeah,
you know,
like, your new, like, call-ups being like, nope, you got to do it first, because, like, this is,
Adam Pearce being like, you got to make a name for yourself.
Yeah, I think that this has a lot of potential for a lot of great backstage segments.
Yeah. You hear that? WWE backstage segments.
We love the backstage segments.
It's a foreign concept to you these days, but you take the camera and you go backstage.
Yeah.
And you do little skits.
It's fun. I always love seeing, like, it. You know, you always, like, when you get someone who's, like, creeping in the back, and so you're like, oh, something's coming.
And that's what sucked about Alistair getting released, is he was creeping in the back for the Randy Orton Cody stuff. I thought it was going to lead to something.
It led to him getting fired.
It seems Rollin is continuing with that only thing that makes me a face is my music gimmick. He still keeps working as a heel, but people love singing that song. And he loves that people love singing his song.
His song's great.
But everything he said to Braun was some heel work. Like saying, you're not good enough. You're the future. You need to wait your turn. Your dad is the only reason you're here.
You're not even the third best in your family. I was like, damn.
That's some bad guy stuff right there.
That's rude as hell.
We talk about it all the time. The top guys are just being them. And if it leans heel, cool. If it leans face, whatever.
I mean, this husband and wife heel duo is just...
Yeah, I wish they'd interact a little bit more.
I wish they would, too. But I feel like it's kind of the same, even when, you know, everyone was booing Dom, but they were booing and, like, singing a song. Like, it's still a part of the heel that we love you. Like, if you're a good heel, we still love you. Like, when you're a bad heel...
Or you're still going to get heat
you're
for
still
the wrong
get
reasons.
Heat, but, like, when you're a good heel, like, when you're good at it and it feels natural, like that whole Good Morning Football skit he did, like, in the middle of the week, like, throwing up a feud for no reason, like...
Which I was excited because I hate that dude.
And then the next morning we were like, oh, he's back. And they're like, yeah, it was just a skit. And I was like, oh, that checks out.
I wanted Seth Rollins to punch him in the face.
I love it. And I guess maybe heel isn't the right term for what he wants to be.
Well, he's a tweener right now. He's an in-between.
I don't think he can ever truly be a heel.
Because of that song.
Possible.
And the outreach work he does. You know, he's the face of WWE in a lot of stuff. Because Roman, he does the media, but not nearly as much as some of, like, Cody Rhodes does. You know, like, Cody Rhodes is everywhere. Mm-hmm. Roman will be on, like, Jimmy Fallon every, like, 2 years. I love Seth Rollins. You know, I lean towards the bad guys anyway. So the more heel stuff he does, I'm here for it. But
I mean, I love showing people that A Day to Remember video just because Seth Rollins is in it.
Burn it down.
Burn it.
So I'm excited to see where they go with him and Braun. You know, like, do they do this to turn Braun into a fan favorite?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I'm here for it. The only problem is Heyman doesn't work with good guys, so he'd have to be on his own, which Braun has proven he could talk on his own, so I'm not that worried about it.
Yeah, I don't think he needs Heyman, like, yeah, not for...
I think Logan and Austin need Heyman way more than Braun and Bronson need Heyman.
Yes. Ugh.
Which Joe Hendry's concert, We Should Fire Logan Paul, was hilarious.
So great.
Hated Logan's reaction. Like, take about 20% off, my guy. All right. That was two 80s Ultimate Warrior, like, who'd you say to me?
I thought we were going to get like a full like Elias situation where he didn't even get to start, but then he actually performed.
It was great. I think he's very funny. I like Joe Hendry. Targeted Logan Paul right away. Sir, hats off to you. Love it. Love to see it every time.
I hope he can be like, there can only be one blonde in the building. Just start going after dyed hair.
Well, unfortunately, with Kyrie gone, they still are giving us Io and Asuka, and it looks like Becky is going to be the third person in their dance. So I'm if that's the payoff, like I don't say it's a sacrifice I would make, but it's a nice consolation prize that Io and Asuka are going to be intertwined in the IC title with Becky now.
Yeah, I think that's fun. Again, we wanted to switch it up. You know, even if it doesn't seem to make sense to us right now, switch it up. Give us new interactions. I love seeing how people interact with each other. I love the vibes you can feel. Like if they really, sometimes you can be like, oh, they really hate each other.
They really
or like, each other. They caught Raquel on the hot mic. Are you okay?
Are you okay? I'm so sorry. Is she the female Jacob? I'm so sorry. Are you all right? So well, yeah, that was hilarious.
She's a lot bigger than those girls.
Well, but I love that she's just a teddy bear.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm all for it. If we're already breaking kayfabe down, you know what I mean? Like, if we catch a hot mic every now and then, to me, it adds to the character.
Well, she was so sweet when she did her draft pick, too. Like,
yeah. I think she's great.
Yeah.
I like Raquel, and I'm hoping they're going to have to pivot because it looks like Stephanie Vaquer's got a legit injury. So I don't know. Sol Ruca stepped up to...
I'm excited for her to, like, be up.
Again, I want to see her in the IC picture first, you know, like work your way up. But it's going to be real interesting who they have step up to live now that Stephanie might be out for a little bit. Because, you know, they're still teasing Finn. You know, they had Finn talk to Roxanne. You know, where's that going to lead? You know, right for the time being, Roxanne told him to go jump. But does that stay that way?
No, I think right now, like, if anything with Liv, yeah, you could just have the disillusion of Judgment Day be her battle.
I think it'd be real interesting to, if Stephanie's out, do some sort of number one contender something and have Raquel win. And just start building that, like, well, I mean, it'll just be fun, right? Like,
yeah.
And then have the hatred start really getting there.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the Stephanie injury accelerates that or not.
These girls just be injuring each other.
Right. But Raquel and Roxanne beat Bayley and Lyra, so they're keeping the... I think there should be a women's tag match on every card.
Yeah.
I love the women's tag division right now. Yeah. So many great teams. So many veterans are shining.
So many great moves that they could... They just do crazy stuff.
They need to have Meechin and B-Fab in some tag matches. You know what I mean? Like, let's get it. Let's broaden the horizons here. You can have like Fallon Henley and Lainey Reed, who came up with Jayce. They're going to need to be thrown in the mix too, you know? So I am excited about it. I think they did a great job. You know, obviously I'm bummed by the cuts, but I think they did a really good job with the call-ups, and I'm excited to see where they head from here. If anything, they're cooking on Raw with the Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu of it all. You know, great pivot for not giving us CM Punk, Roman Reigns 17 times.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So that's awesome. I think CM Punk's I heard he's taking just a little bit of time off. I hope he goes to SmackDown. He can be Cody's problem. I think they teased that, and I think a lot of people want that.
That'd be fun. CM Punk finally makes Cody turn heel.
That'd be great. One of them's got to turn.
One of them's got to be.
And I'm okay with either one.
Y'all can't be friends forever.
Can't be friends forever. I'm excited about it. Any storylines really grabbing you right now? Any ones that making you tune in?
I mean, I think the Samoan mayhem will be fun. Like, just all the chaos that they're all so big and they can throw and then they jump off things and it's great. I think that'll be fun. I do want to see more of the Rusev, Ethan, Javon, and Penta foursome in some way. If it's a fatal 4-way, if it's tag team matches, whatever. I really enjoyed that. I just thought it was 4 such unique personalities to be putting in a ring together.
I think we'll definitely, at the very least, get a tag match next week.
Yeah. And then, of course, I just want to see Obafemi throw everyone around.
Very intrigued to see how they handle this open challenge.
Yeah.
Very intrigued. And I'm hyped about NXT again. I'm not going to lie to you. It went stale for me the last little bit because I knew that they were elevating that next group, but all hell broke loose on NXT last night, and I'm excited about it. 6 debuts.
Wow.
So I'm here for it. You got me hooked to WWE. You got me excited. I ain't going nowhere. We'll watch, and we're going to be back here next week talking about it. So, Connor Brees joins us next week. Thank you so much to my lovely wife, Laura, for joining us this week. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check out all the great content we have to offer up. We'll see you next time.
Bye.